Hello and welcome to the Mandalorians Ramble. I'm your host, Boba Fett. Today I am joined by Din Djarin. Bo-Katan is not joining us today. She might pop in a little later on. Who knows?
What's up, chicken shiznits? I've got ants in my pants and I'm ready to dance.
Okay, Din, take it easy. Um, so today is going to be an interesting episode because due to our Mortal Kombat reaction of Omni Man that Bo and I did, it has caused some stir in the comments of that episode, and also it is our most viewed video. So we all got to talking and thought it'd be a good idea to do a kind of like a debate episode between Din and I about who would win in a fight. Obviously, I think Superman, and Din thinks Omni Man. So we thought, we'd just go through some of the characters' strengths and all that. And to make this easier, we're going to be ranking them, not like ranking them, but talking about them in their comic forms, not like shows, movies, or anything like that. Because they,
If we're talking about are we doing comics
well, we're
or
gonna
just shows?
just gonna focus on comics because obviously, there's like some iterations of Superman that are like really overpowered, like Henry Cavill, Superman. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's better to just do comics. Is where the real lore lies anyway. But before we get into our Superman and Omni Man thing, I think it's safe to say, I think you'll agree with me, Din, is if we're just talking about Mortal Kombat right now, Omni Man would probably take out every character in Mortal Kombat 1's roster except for one.
And you think it's Liu Kang?
Liu Kang, yeah. Liu Kang in Mortal
Because he's
Kombat
a
1.
god.
Yeah. And Liu
Yeah,
Kang in
and
Mortal
that
Kombat 1 is just
I do
amazing.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they
and
just
that
made
I
him
do
insanely
agree because
overpowered. He
yeah,
literally
it's
opens
a
a black
god.
hole in space by like a snap of a finger, which is just incredible. So
Yeah,
you can fight us
and
on that in the
he's a god.
comments.
That means he can basically make anything happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, like out of everyone else, Omni Man will absolutely destroy. Like
Yeah.
there's no question for
I
that.
mean, well, I think maybe Sindel would be a little challenging, but because of her scream.
Maybe.
But Luke, he
Yeah.
probably could do it. But all right, let's not get into Mortal Kombat characters. That's not what we're here for today. We are here to discuss who would win between Superman or Omni Man. So
No, which one? Comics?
yes, like I said, we're doing comics, but I'm gonna kick it off to you and let you start. Talk about some things that Omni Man has done and why you think
All
he would
right.
win.
So on in the I haven't read all the comics yet, but I've seen like pages of what Omni Man can do. Because right after I know we're not doing the shows yet, but right
I
after
guess we
I
could kind of lump
watched
that
the
together with
entire
it
show.
if you want.
Yeah. Well, like to be fair, like the show Omni Man in the comics is similar to the one in the show. So, well, a little bit. Well, sorry.
Take your time.
They're basically the same thing, but in the comics we've seen more what Omni Man can do. Omni Man has done crazy shit in the comics, and it's insane of what he's done.
Well, you could also say that about
He
Superman. He's done some pretty incredible things as well. And
like he literally destroyed a planet with just a dash.
you think,
One
now,
like an alien planet with just a dash.
you think,
Now I'm not talking about the one in the show.
hold on.
Like he went straight through. Okay, what?
Okay, hold on. You think that's cool? Just being able to destroy a planet? You want to know what Superman did in the comics?
I mean, think
Superman
about it, like if he could. All right,
destroyed
what?
an entire solar system just by sneezing.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes, Superman destroyed an entire solar system just by him like sneezing.
No way. I actually don't believe that.
I I'm 100% serious. I know my Superman things, so. And I'm
I
defending
I
Superman,
I
so.
legitimately don't believe that.
I can. Do you want me to look it up right now for
Hang
you?
on, I'll look it up. No, I'll look it up. I'm gonna
For
Google it right
those
now. Hang
listening
on.
in, I am correct. Superman has destroyed a entire solar system just by
Superman
doing a super sneeze.
sneeze.
It was during his
Super
silver age of
super.
comics.
Hang on, I'm looking. Oh wow, you weren't. Oh wow, you weren't kidding.
No, so I think
His
Superman has that
sneeze.
upper
Oh,
hand there.
his, his sneeze moved the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you have to
Well,
counteract
um,
that one?
well, I got nothing on that one, man.
So I don't think Omni Man did that.
No,
So I think you gave Superman the upper hand on
but
that one.
yeah, that one I'll give Comic Superman the win. Like if he's like that powerful, then yeah, I don't think Omni-Man will have a chance. Well, I'm pretty sure it will be a good fight between them anyway. Like a good fight, but Superman will win.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go. But now let's go through like DCU Superman.
I don't think I don't well let's just stick with like the comic Superman because that can get a little confusing because there's like so many different Supermans in like DC movies.
Oh,
That's like
I don't know other kinds of comic Superman, so
well,
that's
that's
why I
why I'm
just
defending
went
Superman.
straight to
That's why I'm on Superman's side and you're on Omni Man's side. But
it.
if you want, I can go over some. You can go over some of the more things that Omni Man's done that you think is incredible, and I can top that with what things that Superman has done. So, what's something else that Omni Man has done?
All right, so Iron Man. Oh my God! Fucking call me. Sorry, hang on. I have a call. Um,
All right, while we wait for Din, um, yeah, I just think Superman. Oh yes, I know that Omni Man is very strong, and I've seen the things that he can do. I'm a firm believer that Superman could beat him. I mean, it'd be a hell of a fight.
all right, I'm back. All
Okay,
right, sorry about that. I just
you're
had
all
to
good.
deal with someone.
They're all good.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about like what Army Man is capable of and what he's been through like through his entire life before he like lived like before he lived in Earth. Like
Okay.
by the time he was born, like he started like he went through war nearly and him and the Viltrumite soldiers and all their um oh fuck how do I explain it? Like their empires
Yeah.
they invaded and intruded like five 5 million galaxies all across other galaxies, other solar systems, and other solar systems. So not only that, like Omni Man literally has been through war throughout his entire life, and they live longer. So meaning that he's been doing it for like thousands, maybe a million years of war. So he just has a lot of experience of like brutality, of anything that involves war. He's killed like killed millions of worlds, planets, aliens, everything in the comics.
Yeah.
And then
Like
after that, after like before he started to go to Earth, like his well, I shouldn't. Are you gonna go see the show?
eventually, I mean, I know. Honestly, for those of you listening, I mean, I know a good amount about like things that he's done. Like I mentioned while Din was away for a second. So, but I haven't
Yeah.
like sat down and actually watched it, but I've seen a good amount of it, so like I know a good amount of what happens.
Okay. Well, like the reason why he's in Earth is that he's basically like there to protect Earth until the Viltrumite Empire go and invade the Earth,
Hmm.
while other Viltrumites are going invading other planets and other galaxies, and
Yeah.
that's what they do for a living. Army Man has been doing it for like years,
Hmm.
and then ever since he moved to Earth and been their protector for a little while, and yeah, and that's where he was at right now.
Okay. So like obviously with Superman, he wasn't didn't really face as much of that like as Omni Man has, because he spent most of his life on Earth. Because when Superman was a child, or Kal El or Clark Kent, whatever you want to call him, he was sent away from
Mm-hmm.
Krypton as their planet destroyed, which was purged by war of another fellow Kryptonian, General Zod, and the only way to save Kal El was to send him away to a different planet. Obviously, then he crash landed on Earth. So he didn't really grow up with like a war like Omni Man did, but
Yeah.
that definitely doesn't mean Superman isn't capable of going through war. Because obviously, as he's gotten older and became Superman, he's gone through several wars. Um, with all the DC
Mm-hmm.
villains that he has, the Justice League, especially like fighting like in dark like Apocalypse with Darkseid and like the Parademons. And while
Yeah.
obviously Omni Man is a seasoned killer and just doesn't give a crap, um,
Oh yeah.
you could say that well, yes, Superman doesn't kill, which is true, but that doesn't mean that he hasn't and won't. If he has to,
I know. Yeah.
Superman will.
Yeah.
And even if you look, I mean, I know they're based
Superman
off of the
definitely does have this time.
what?
Yeah. Superman definitely has his times where he had to kill.
Yeah, like I mean, if you look at like Injustice, because there are Injustice comics based off the game, in that like you see the regime Superman, he's just a fucking menace. I mean, he considered himself a god, which obviously let's get one straight thing. None of them are gods, although they might like call themselves or seem like they are. They're not obviously. Um,
Yeah.
he just waged war on the entire planet Earth, was killing like some of the most powerful people in the DC universe. Just without like he's like, all right, yeah, you're dead. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, so they just, I mean, they both have had their wartime and their killing, but obviously Omni Man kills more. But it doesn't mean Superman is not powerful at all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you just want to go through some more interesting things that he's done that you could think could give him the upper hand?
Mm-hmm.
What else do you think that he's done that could give him the upper hand?
Now, like the other crazy, like everyone knows that Omni Man has killed the Guardians of the Globes, which is basically literally a ripoff to the Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're literally like the Justice League. So like Immortal was like their Superman was the leader. Um, Red Dasher was like their Flash. Um, what was the other guy? I don't remember. I don't remember all of their names because they just died like so quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were pretty
Yeah,
forgettable.
but like,
Um,
how would you rank his
and then there
strength?
was like,
Like how strong he
and then
really
there was
is?
like, hang on, and then there was like Darkwing, which he was literally a ripoff to Batman,
Mm-hmm.
and and he was he was still kind of similar to Batman, but I know he's not Batman,
Obviously,
but he was kind of similar.
because let's be honest, if
And
Batman had prep time, Omni Man would die.
oh yeah, 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 definitely. I'm not saying Darkwing is
Yeah, probably nowhere
exactly like
anyway.
Batman.
Batman could probably defeat
He
him
was
without
just
prep time.
oh yeah, without a struggle. Darkwing was just similar. Like because he had like all the
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, I
the
know what you mean.
technicians, their grappling hooks, everything, the
Yeah, I know what
like
you mean.
kind of their bat wing, and everything. But yeah. Now the Guardians of Gloves, like I know they're not Justice League. They were just similar. And there was so Omni Man killed all like Omni Man killed him, even though yes, I know he did struggle a little bit with injuries, but Omni Man still killed them all.
Yeah,
And I understand why he killed them first because they're the strongest opponents that
he
he
has to
has
take it out.
to
Yeah,
take care of before the Viltrumites come after him. And this was all in the comics. In the even though Omni Man had injuries, sure. Oh, excuse me.
very
I
good.
need to drink some water. My throat.
All good. But let me ask a question about this.
Like after he killed the Guardians of the Globes, it just showed us Omni Man's not like crazy powerful. It's his
Yeah,
brutality. Like he could literally tear you from limb to limbs and limbs. Just he can kill you like in a brutal way.
yeah. Well,
Like
you could also say the
that's just
same about
literally how
Superman.
that's just literally how powerful he is.
Yeah.
And
Well,
his speed is crazy.
yeah. So is
Like you have no
Superman's.
idea how fast he is. Red Dash
Right.
like is Red Dash is literally Flash. He's faster as Flash.
Well,
I wouldn't say he's faster. I wouldn't say he's faster than Flash, but he's literally similar to Flash. Lit
yeah. Well, there's always
because
been a debate about. Obviously, we know that Flash is better, but there's always been like a long debate of like, is Superman faster than Flash? So it's
yeah.
like more or less like
It's
not
just
confirmed if it's like true or not, but like we all know it's like the Flash anyway.
oh yeah.
But Superman does have like both. I'd say both of them do have like that heightened reflex where they are able to stop them at that super speed. You know.
Yeah. It, but with Omni Man, he caught him with no struggle.
Yeah, like
And it
Superman can do the
was
same thing with
like
Flash.
yeah.
So
So basically, yeah. So we're just right after he killed all the Guardians of Globes, it just really showed how powerful he is and how brutal he is.
mhm,
Like he has no remorse. He has no hesitation to
kill.
like rip you in half.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's just extremely brutal.
yeah. I mean, like you could also say that like I mean, obviously he's quite durable. I mean, I wouldn't say like he's extremely durable.
He's
Um,
not. Yeah.
but see where I would think
Well,
say
okay.
Superman is more durable. I mean,
Here's the thing. You know that like Superman has fought like powerful enemies as him, like General Zod,
yeah,
in the
Zod.
way that they
Yeah.
and like you know that they bleed and they get
Well,
injuries
yeah.
whenever
I
they
mean,
fall
Omni
because
Man can die.
they're the same thing. Yeah, and more like Omni Man was injured by Immortal, and what was that one girl's name? I forgot her name, but she's like kind of similar to Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Like those were the only two heavy hitters that he was injured from,
Yeah,
and
like he's not invincible.
no one else could injure him.
Yeah, no, I mean
So
he's not invincible. He can
so
die.
yeah, Omni Man is basically fighting like his like one of his people. Immortal is similar to Omni Man.
Hmm.
He has the same superpower. He has the same strength as him. It's similar. So it would make sense that why Omni Man was more injured to Immortal and to I think her name was
It's okay if you don't remember. You don't have to.
just rip off to Wonder Woman. I'll
Rip off
say
Wonder Woman. Okay. See now,
yeah,
like
rip off Wonder Woman.
while you're, I this is all I see what all you're saying, but it's like with Superman, like he's called the Man of Steel for a reason, you know? It's not
Yeah.
because he's weak, you know. He has that name for a reason, you know. Because he's incredibly strong. He can take a lot of shit from things. Um,
Hmm.
and I feel like it's a lot harder to injure. You don't see Superman like as injured, you know, as like you would saw like an Omni Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, you also have to look like some of Superman's strengths. Like another thing that he's done from the comics. At one point in his All Star comic run, he lifted what was equivalent to 200 quintillion tons, and
Hmm.
that is insanely heavy. For those of you just trying to imagine what that is, it's a
Yeah.
massive amount of weight. And so not only did he do that, he also
Hmm.
did with one hand as well, and
Hmm.
that's a
And
lot of
that
weight.
is pretty similar to Omni Man too. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think he could do that. Do you actually like
Well,
know
apparently
how
he
much?
had. Okay, in the comics, when like during the war, during the Viltrumite War, he literally had to move a planet with just one arm, with no struggle, nothing at all.
Yeah,
He
but a
had to
planet
move
is
it.
not like that heavy. I mean, obviously planets are very heavy,
Oh yeah.
but I mean that is equivalent to 200, like over 200 billion tons. So
Hmm.
that's quite heavy. Another like unmasterable
Like
mass of
I don't
Superman's strength.
like.
Um,
I want to say like I do want to say like if Omni Man can move a planet with just one hand, like I have a feeling that Superman and Omni-Man could basically have the same kind of strengths.
so I think Superman might be
They
a little
could.
stronger because not also like I said before, he lifted the 200 quintillion tons with one hand and destroyed an entire solar system. Superman has
Hmm.
also dragged an entire galaxy before.
Oh,
Not
he
just a
did.
solar system, a galaxy. He pulled an entire galaxy of worlds like for to a new location.
Hmm.
Um, Something else that's not a lot of people know either too is um, Superman once contained and held the power of a black hole in his hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah. I never seen Omni-Man do that.
yeah. So I think you got to give Superman the upper hand here because it's
Yeah.
yeah. I
I
really
mean,
don't
I
think
know Omni-Man is like faster. Like he escaped from a black hole. He got out of it, but I've never seen him drag a black hole.
yeah. Superman has also punched through time and space itself.
He has what?
Superman has been able to punch through time and space.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's been
I actually
able
didn't know that.
to go through
That's
time and
that's
space just
cool.
by using a punch. He's also moved the he flew into the sun to move it
Hmm.
closer to the earth for so earth could survive.
Oh,
He also helped create a sun as well in the comics.
he created a sun.
In one of the comics, he also has destroyed the sun as well.
Hmm.
What else has Superman done? He's also he's also dragged like the continents on Earth apart from each other as well.
Hmm.
Like physical continents of the Earth, he's pulled them apart from each other.
Oh shit! Wow.
He's also moved the Earth. Obviously, we know Omni Man's um, done that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what else can I remember that he's done? Um, if you want to say anything else that he's done that you can think of.
I
Oh,
just like, yeah, I can see that Superman is powerful, like of what you're telling me right now.
mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, sure. Omni Man has never done any of those things. Like he never moved a black hole. He never made a sun. He never ran to the sun. I don't even know if he can do that, and they never showed in the comics. We've only seen Omni Man like destroy planets,
Yeah.
invade planets,
Yeah, well, see,
take over planets.
here's the thing, like
Like that's all
Superman gets his
that's
power
all
from
we've
the sun.
seen.
So as long
And
as you
then,
have like Superman like in sun, it's like there's no limit
mm-hmm,
to his power at all.
mm-hmm,
You know, where Omni-Man sort of has like a limit to his power, where Superman is like has no limit.
mm-hmm.
So it's
I mean, Omni Man, well, in the show, he hasn't reached to his like we don't know his limits.
yeah, but
In the comics, there are sorts of limits, but it's a weird kind of limit.
yeah,
It's whenever he's fighting, like it's whenever he's fighting his own kind, like whenever he's fighting
which makes sense.
one of the Viltrumites, even like like either fuck, I can't speak. But like he did take down one of the most powerful Viltrumites that was running their empire, and that's what in the comics he took down like the leader of the Viltrumites,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's when they made Omni Man like take over now.
Yeah,
And yeah, it showed that like Omni Man almost died, like because they were punching through their stomachs, through their stomachs and tearing off their own limbs and all that. Because they're Viltrumites, they're very brutal. They'll they'll try to kill you either way. So after Omni Man killed the leader, he started to take over, and that happened. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you. I know it's not like powerful as Superman, but you know that people were saying it that Omni Man is like dangerous than Thanos.
mm-hmm.
So that is true. I have to agree. So there were these alien race that they're trying to take over Earth, and while like Omni Man is like pretending to be a superhero protecting Earth.
Yeah,
So the the general is literally their general is literally like Thanos. Like he had some kind of like gauntlet, and he can like this alien can reverse time. He can destroy a galaxy. He can destroy the entire solar system if he wants to. But all of this alien wants to do is just take over planets, like the Viltrumites.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, so he is literally a ripoff to Thanos, but he's brutal. Omni Man killed his entire race, and then at the end, he he destroyed his entire those aliens' entire world, and he finally killed the general.
Mm-hmm.
And that general literally had every chance that he could destroy the solar system if he wants to, can destroy the whole like humanity, the whole planet if he wanted to. But Omni Man killed him already. Omni Man flew just dashed through his stomach and ripped off his spine through his stomach. And
Mm.
now like Omni Man destroyed his rip off gauntlet, it was like it's basically a staff. Like I want to say it's a gauntlet, but it's just basically a staff. But it literally has like a one stone that can destroy planets, that can like destroy race, humanity, anything.
Yeah.
And Omni Man killed him like with no struggle.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
that's why people say that like Omni Man can literally kill Thanos.
well, I mean, well, yes, I feel like maybe he could, but obviously,
Mm-hmm.
I think, obviously there's a big match between like Thanos and Darkseid. Who's stronger? Obviously, my personal opinion. I'm
Oh,
sure you'll
Dark
agree.
Side.
It's Darkseid.
I I don't think Iron Man has a chance with Dark Side.
Now,
I will be honest with you that.
obviously, I don't think so either because Darkseid is just a menace and insanely overpowered. But you also have to take in consideration that obviously Darkseid has been defeated before by Superman on several different occasions in
Mm-hmm.
comics and shows and stuff like that, and some of the animated
Mm-hmm.
movies as well. So I mean, Darkseid's one of the most powerful beings in the DC universe. Superman was able to
Mm-hmm.
essentially almost like wipe the floor with him. And there's also
Mm-hmm.
been an iteration in the comics where Superman has like kind of fused like and become like Darkseid.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that's something you want to mess with at all. But another thing I should mention
Yeah.
about Superman in the comics is, do you remember the Big Bang that like basically created the universe that we live in today? Like that whole big like
No, I
event
didn't.
that happened in science like billions of years ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Superman fought his way through that and survived a massive explosion of energy that created our galaxy. He
Mm-hmm.
fought his way through it and survived.
Mm-hmm.
So do you really think Omni Man could go through that as well and survive?
I don't know. I I honestly don't think. Maybe not. Maybe he'll survive, but I'm pretty sure he will get injured.
I mean,
Now, the
Superman
reason I would
came
say
out of it
that
with like without
he
a
would
scratch
survive
almost.
it, but probably get injured is like the truth is like right after Omni Man killed like the Guardians, we have not seen like Omni Man has no weaknesses. No
Well,
one can find no one
I'm
no
sure
one.
he
Okay, hang
has
on. Let
one.
me
I
finish.
mean, I'm sure there is some. Like everyone has a
Let me
weakness.
let me finish. So, like scientists took um, Mark's blood because it's Iron Man's son,
Yeah.
and like they have the same they have the same power, the same blood. So, like there's scientists that are studying like what is their weaknesses. They've done everything. Like they tested everything, they tried everything, anything, and just nothing. And even Iron Man said to himself, like, we have no weak, like they have no weaknesses.
Well,
After after he killed the Guardians, we have not seen him get injured from anything else.
yeah.
Just nothing. Like
Well,
nothing can injure him.
well, now here's the thing. Like, well, yes, that might be true to a certain extent, but I feel like there is something most likely, but they haven't. Maybe he
Yeah,
hasn't discovered it yet.
maybe.
You know, it's there has to be
Like
some sort of
like
weakness for everybody.
the only way that he could get injured is him like fighting someone like as powerful as Omni Man or just another Viltrumite. That's all we know for
Yeah.
now.
See, obviously, then you could say, well, yeah, Superman has weaknesses, obviously, kryptonite, but
Yeah.
that's not. That's only green kryptonite. There are other forms of kryptonite that have different effects on Kryptonians. So there's
Mm-hmm.
all. I'm not going to go through all the effects of all the kryptonite because we'd be here for a long time. There's so many different forms of kryptonite. Um,
I bet.
no, they just keep coming up with them too. It's like there for every color, there's a different
Mm-hmm.
kryptonite and a
There's a
different
different,
effect.
like,
It,
there's a
it
different effect, basically.
yeah. Then the like one of the most notable ones is like red kryptonite, which makes him like really enraged. Um,
Mm-hmm.
And then there's just something. There's like pink kryptonite, there's black kryptonite, there's blue. There's so many different kryptonites.
What is
Yeah,
if I
it's
remember, does pink kryptonite make him gay?
no, no. Honestly, I forget what pink
I'm s-
kryptonite does.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought of that. I just thought
I can see why.
some kryptonite makes him. I don't know why, but I thought some kryptonite makes Superman sexual. I
Actually,
don't know why.
you actually are correct. In I actually just looked it up because I forgot
Oh,
what
there
pink
is.
kryptonite does. It
I
says
I knew
it
I
said
knew it.
it's
I
debuted
couldn't.
in
Yeah, I couldn't swear.
Supergirl Volume 4, number 79, 2003. Pink kryptonite turns Kryptonians into homosexuals. This type of kryptonite was mentioned in a single panel in a story that was a satire of the plots of many Silver Age comic book stories featuring some strange new variety of kryptonite.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew that there was some kind of kryptonite that makes Superman very sexual.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
I
gold
knew that.
kryptonite.
That's funny.
Yeah, there's so many different like kryptonites. It's like just crazy.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I honestly, I still think that Superman could take him. Based on from what I've said,
Yeah,
obviously, I'm kind of supportive of that.
yeah, I can see that.
But
I think the people in the comments were confused of which Superman you were talking about.
well, I mean, I also think like if we're gonna go like movies, I think are the best possible choice would be Henry Cavill Superman because he's just insanely overpowered. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I do think Henry Cavill Superman could still take him, but I think
Uh, I don't know about that. That I don't know about.
Cena, I still I think Henry Cavill Superman could do it, but I'm basing my knowledge on all this stuff today in this about Superman
Mm-hmm.
from the comics. So that's obviously like the best
Yeah.
like iterations of all these characters is in their comic forms, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah.
mean, do you have anything else to add on to
Oh my
anything?
God! Stop calling me. Sorry.
Yeah, all good. But I mean, I don't have any other feats of strength for Superman that I'm talking about. I'm sure there's other, there's plenty of other examples out there of how strong Superman can be. Do you have anything
Yeah.
else you want to add?
Hmm. Well, I got nothing else.
All right,
I mean,
so
we could talk about. I'm sure Superman is faster than Omni Man. I don't think there's any question for that.
yeah,
Like like I want to say maybe actually I'm sure Superman has done more. Well, like when it comes with speed,
yeah,
it's just like it's just with Omni Man's speed. Like I'm not saying Omni Man's speed is faster than Superman.
mm-hmm.
It's just like the way Omni Man uses his speed is always like during combat and during like his fighting scenes, and they're just incredible.
Yeah,
Just the way he uses his speed on his own
yeah.
is
So
awesome.
one of the reasons why I feel like a lot of people would say like Omni Man would win is because obviously, we've always seen him being this very brutal character, right? Who
Mm-hmm.
just has no problem killing just because he can. Whereas more people see Superman more as this calm but somewhat docile person. I mean, obviously everyone knows
Mm-hmm.
how like Superman is strong, but you don't really see Superman as being brutal, right?
Yeah.
But however, when Superman has to be brutal and the time comes, he can go there just as well as Omni Man can. Like, and he'll go there
Yeah.
without any question about it. Like, if he has to, he'll do it. And a good example of that is in kind of like the Superman in the Injustice world, you know, or where he
Yeah.
like brutally murdered like all of like the Justice League, all the like all the superheroes, and he also did that in the comics too. Like he basically like killed. all the DC superheroes that didn't support him, and these were really powerful characters, and he did it without like breaking a sweat.
Yeah.
So it's when I like obviously Omni Man's brutal all the time. Superman's not, but when he has to be, he can be just as brutal or even more brutal. But
Yeah.
I think that's all we have to say.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, I got
so
nothing else.
so you know what, we're gonna kick it to you guys and tell us what you think in the comments below after our bit of debate here about this. And let us know what you
Yeah.
guys think.
Yeah. Thanks for watching
Yep.
it, and just
We'll see you
like
in the next one.
maybe to choose which side you think would
Yes.
win.
Let us know in the
And if
comments,
you
and
guys
we'll
got, yeah,
we'll try to read them
if you
all,
guys,
and I'll
yeah,
try to respond to some. Um,
yeah,
and yeah, so make sure to please like, comment, and subscribe on these, and we'll see you in the next
yep.
one.